Hey guys, TheNR2 here, bringing you a Twixtor tutorial on how to use it effectively in 2 different ways. So what you're going to want to do is find a clip. I'm just going to use this one I used in my Angels edit, 59.782. You want to drag that onto the comp button. I'm going to have to go through this tutorial pretty quickly. Find a place where you want to cut it, so I'm going to cut it, say here. So you do Alt M bracket to cut, and then press N to bring down the end of the time frame. And then what you want to go ahead and do is double click frame blending. If you don't have these, toggle switches / modes and it'll bring up all the other ones. Go ahead and, I'll just quickly show you what to do. Go ahead and in effects and presets, type in Twixtor. Make sure that it's Twixtor Pro, because otherwise you get a red watermark across the screen. You want to drag that on. You're going to want to go right click on the composition settings, change this down to 30 FPS. That's if you're doing the whole edit in After Effects with no Vegas rendering. Don't keyframe it, just change this to your frame rate, so mine's 59.782. Go ahead and find a place for the first one. If you want to do, actually to reduce the amount of warp you can see around here, go main BG layer settings, click on 70 and change that down to 50. As you can see it, but if you do it any lower, it doesn't actually improve it that much. So I usually just stick with 50 to be safe. And if you want to use the shortcut keys, go ahead and press frame up, page down and page up. Page down to go back frames, page up to go forward frames, like that. And what you want to do is, if you want to use a drastic speed change, click keyframe at 100%, go 1 frame or maybe 2 frames forward, change it down to 3%, and then go forward a few frames. Then change it up to 100%. Click the U so you can see all the keyframes here. Maybe align it in the middle-ish. Maybe change this one up to, I don't know, around 30, not so much 3. And leave it at that. And then that will be sort of, it will go normal and then it will slow all the way down to 3%, no 30%. As soon as it hits 30%, it'll then start climbing back up towards 100. That's one way to use Twixtor. Another way is to find a place where he's sort of scoping in, or wherever you want to use it. Just to set another keyframe, type in and click this keyframe diamond here. Go forward, say 2 frames, 1 frame. Change this down to 3, and then go forward, say, I don't know, a second maybe, and change that back up to 100. So what that will do is you'll start off at 100%, it will drop down very drastically from 100 to 3, and then as soon as it hits 3%, over around a second or however long you set the keyframes apart, it will fade slowly back up to 100%. And then as soon as it hits 100%, it will stay at 100, and it will play constant until you set another keyframe. But another effect I like to do is not only slow motion but fast motion. So, click 100% here, go forward about an equal space as what you are prepared to do. Change that up to around 250. Then change that down to around maybe 50, and then another equal space, and around 100. So what that'll do is it'll go normal speed, all the way up to fast, down to slow, and back to a constant. And it gives you a sort of velocity Vegas syncing effect, which most people use Vegas for, so do I, but using this is just as good, but a little bit more complicated and a little bit more time consuming, but exactly the same. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. That's how to use Twixtor effectively. I might be bringing out another tutorial today on how to do a CC lens explosion, which you may have seen in my edit, which got accepted by Ignition Films, called Despicable. So what it usually does is there's an explosion and then it adds a CC to the video. So that might be coming up as well today, guys, as well as this. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.